Hello everyone. This lab 14, and in this video we will cover main issues related to solid edge, learning solid edge. Actually it will be that how you create like a sketch, and for example if you look at this sketch here, highlighted, and then how you copy this sketch, post it in another plane like this plane here, and post it in a third plane here, and a fourth plane here, and another plane in the middle here. But also at the same time you need to rotate the sketch and also scale up or scale it down, means that you make it larger or smaller and so on. So we will learn that in this particular video. Again, this is lab number 14, which is part of the 15 labs that I teach for learning solid edge. And without a further ado, so let's move forward and start the lab. Okay, so now I'm going to close this session, this page. I'm going to start new. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from the right side. And I'm going to have starting with the circle by center. And the first one will be 100. Enter. So now I'm going to just enlarge it or make it fit better. So this way I can start playing with it. And then the next one will be 70. Sorry. 35. And then it's going to be 45. 60, sorry. Oh, sorry. So the next diameter will be 60. And the next one will be 45. And to make sure that all of them are correct, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just concentric all of them, just mean that. So I'm going to highlight the relationship about concentric, and I'm going to highlight this one, this one, this one, and this one. So it should be, all of them should be concentric now. Okay. So now let's start. I'm going to start with the, go to the home, just 1 minute. Then I'm going to create this area here. So I'm going to make extrusion, chain or face, right click. I'm going to go 4 millimeter. Okay. And then use the sketch. I'm going to click on this sketch here, restore. Okay, so I can reuse it again. And then I'm going to click also on extrusion and get this. Instead of face, I'm going to choose a chain. Get this chain, right click, and this should be 24. Enter. Just I will leave it this way here. Now I want, what I'm going to do, just I'm going to hide design body. I'm going to hide the design body so it doesn't bother me. Okay, so I'm going to hide it. And then what I can do is just delete. Okay, we can delete this one, no problem. Okay, so now let's look at the right side, and we're going to start making a line of symmetry. So I'm going to draw a line here, and I'm going to make it as a line of symmetry or line of construction line. So this is one in the middle here. Okay. Okay. It seems it's not the line of symmetry, so I'm going to highlight it again and make it a construction line. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so let's start making. Also, I need to get a distance here, so I'm going to draw two parallel line. I'm going to draw a parallel line, vertical, another one vertical, right click, draw two parallel line also, vertical, okay, good, and do another one vertical. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to make the relationship. So symmetric, so I'm going to click symmetric. So what I'm going to do is, for this one, what you're going to start is, I want to choose this one as the line of symmetry, and then I need this one to be symmetric with this one. I'm going to get the relation, symmetric relation, so this line of symmetry, and get this line symmetric to this line. Very good. Now I need to put the dimension, so the dimension between these two here, from here to here, should be 12. Enter. And the other one should be how much? Should be 4. Enter. So this way I located the point here at the intersection and the point at the intersection. Now I need to draw the curve. And this curve has 35 millimeters. So what I'm going to do is create a circle by center, which has a radius 35. Enter. And to locate the center of the radius, which can be like touching with these 2 points. So I'm going to highlight the circle, and then highlight the line, and then go to the X. When I see the X, it seems I like to zoom more. Okay. I need to locate the intersection point here, which is the X. So highlight the line, highlight the circle, so we go to the X. Once you see the X, I'm going to click. What happened to the circle? Oh yeah, it came. Okay, now. So if you look carefully here, so I already had the circle. Now I need to do the same thing for the other location here. Highlight the line, highlight the circle, then go when you see the X, I'm going to click. Now you see the intersection between the two circles. It gives me this center here, this circle here. So I'm going to click on the center line here, or on the X, sorry. So on the X, you click. What happened is, let me get out of here, escape. When I click, I found that, you see, this is the center. So now the circle passed by the 2 point. So now let's start cleaning. So I'm going to trim. Actually, I don't need this one. By using the line of symmetry, so what I'm going to do is, so let me highlight the curve. So this curve here, very good. So the line here, and make a mirror. So click mirror about this line. So now I got the other side, okay? So, okay, so this way, instead of going back and try to draw the circles and so on. So now escape, so this way I have it ready. Now let's zoom so I can clean. And trim. Okay, one of the things usually is when you copy something, it doesn't maintain it means that it is connected. So I want to make sure that they are connected. So what I'm going to do is just, you see this connection in connect. So I want to make sure that the circle here, the line, the point here is connected to the circle. And the point here was connected to the circle. Yeah, now they are connected. How can I know that? Okay, so what you can do when you click on the trim, when you highlight this one, it will get rid of the whole thing. That's good. And when I highlight this one, it will get rid of this one and this one. Okay. So now I was able to get this one tooth. Okay, so now we need to do the pattern now. Okay, so how we're gonna do that is just, I'm gonna zoom out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have another line, and this line is a construction line again. I'm gonna draw it from the center here. Okay, just one moment, just leave it there somewhere. And I wanna make this angle 15 degrees, so I'll check the angle here, and this angle, I want it to be 15. End. Okay. Now the next step is to draw the pattern now. So how I'm gonna do it, just I don't know, I tried to find out if there is some kind. Can you do a pattern in the sketch in solid edge? I didn't find it, but if somebody knows, maybe he can email it to me or put it on the comment. So what I'm gonna do, just highlight this. Let me highlight this one tooth. So I'm gonna highlight this tooth and say what? Then make a mirror. So around this line, I click, so now this becomes on. Then go to the other line here, create it, so you get the other one here. Then I can move it to this one here. You get this one, and move to the right here, so you have the next tooth. And you keep going, so until you finish all of them, but it's a lengthy procedure, but okay, let me move up. And then what? Then, okay. So I was able to get all of them. Okay, now if I want to trim, let's see how the trim will go. Okay, so they are not connected. All what I need to do is just connect one of them, and then the rest will be connected somehow. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so if I do that, let me see. So I'm gonna see this connection in connect. So I need the edge of this point is connected to this circle here. So now if I want to trim, let me see. Yes, see, now is only can be trimmed only, means that all of them are connected now. So now let me trim. Okay, so I was able to draw the pattern of the tooth and go from there. Okay, so now I need to create the pattern. So now for a helical gear, usually it is the same cross-section area. The only thing is just it has a helix angle. So what we're gonna do now? Okay, now let me go back to the home. And I know that I draw the pattern here, or the sketch, in the coordinate axis, means in the same plane. So what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna go to the plane. Okay. Let me highlight the planes. Okay, let me expand it. So I don't need the top. I don't need the top. I need the right, and I don't need the front. Okay, so now let's get the right. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna say, okay, I need a plane which is similar to this plane. I'm gonna click on this one, and then I'm gonna go in the other direction. So I'm gonna go to this direction here, and I'm gonna give it like say 60 or 70, 70. Enter. Okay. Then after that, so once I create a plane, I will do the same thing. Just now I'm gonna escape so I can have this one locked. Okay, so now, and then make another plane parallel to this plane, and I'm gonna go this direction. A distance how much? Say 80. Okay, I'm gonna put 80. And from this plane here, so escape. So now create another plane. So in this plane, I'm gonna click on this one, move in the other direction. So I'm gonna move this way. I'm gonna go 45. Enter. Escape. Did it say in 45? And then now another plane, create another plane on this plane, and it's gonna be how much? 55. Enter. Okay, so escape. So if I look at the front view, I should have these planes, okay? I don't know, let me see that, okay. This one. Okay. Now the next step is to project this drawing or the sketch into all these planes. So what I'm gonna do is, you see here this projection here, project the sketch. So now let me get out of this one. So choose this projection here, projection. I'm gonna highlight this plane and say okay. And then I'm gonna click on the sketch. Okay. So I projected the sketch to this plane. Now let's do the same thing on the other one. Okay, I'm done. Now let's project the same sketch to another plane. So what I'm gonna do is just click on the sketch, and now let's start select on this plane here. Say okay. I'm gonna highlight this projection, this is sketch, and say okay. So this way is gonna be projected here. Let's do the same thing over there. So I'm gonna get out from the locking here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lock myself to this plane. It means that the projection will be in this plane. Okay, say okay. Highlight the sketch and say okay. And it will be projected here. Now let's get out. Then I'm gonna highlight to this plane, means that the projection will come to this plane. Say okay. Hi, this is the sketch I need to project. And say okay. And it is projected. Very good. So now I projected the same shape or the same sketch at different location. Okay? Now let's move forward with the other technique. Okay. So the first thing is just what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to hide these because there is no much. I need just let's work one by one. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide these. I'm gonna see this is plane number 4. Okay, so I'm gonna keep hide plane number 5. Okay, hide plane number 6, hide plane number 7. What about the sketch? Let me do this sketch also here. Hide sketch number 5, hide sketch number 6, and hide sketch number 7. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so now I will just work with this sketch. Sketch 1, okay, let me hide it too. So let's hide sketch number. So this way when I look from the right view, I will only see this sketch. Okay. So now if I look from the right, as you can see now, I hide all the sketches except the sketch number 4. You see here from the line here. So this is sketch number 1 will be the first one we draw, and then we have a sketch 4, 5, 6, 7. So I only keep only sketch number 4, which is the other side of the helical gear. Now we're gonna look from the right side, so I see only this one. So then now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna highlight the thing, the shape or the sketch, and then go to this rotate and specify the step. I'm gonna use the whole step, which is 25. Okay, this is the helix angle. I'm gonna say enter, and then after that, make sure that you press the control key. So I'm gonna press the control key, okay, and then come to this location so I can get the center. So I'm gonna highlight the center. So I'm gonna click on the center, and I'm gonna draw a line, which is the line. I'm gonna use it as an angle of rotation. So I'm gonna go to this location here in the middle here, and then I'm gonna go to one step. So one step is gonna be how much? 25. And before that, then I'm gonna remove my finger from the control key and just click. So this way I rotate the sketch without making another copy of the original one. Make sure that you do this control thing, okay? So now we were able to rotate the sketch 25 degrees in the clockwise direction. Once we finish with the rotation, so what I'm going to do is just we'll bring back the original sketch and the rotated sketch. So this is the front of the helical gear, and this is the back of the helical gear. So what we're going to do, we're going to connect them. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the Loft command. So we're going to go to Loft and connect, say, okay, so it's going to be this one. Connect it to this one. Yes, okay, say preview. Finish. Both of them, they disappear because they joined the original the design body. So when you click on the design body, it will show you that it has been connected already. So as you can see, so this is will become like the helical gear and the tooth. Okay, now we'll do the same thing. What we're gonna do first, let's go to this side here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the circle by center, and we're gonna start with the first, or the inside one, which will be the 60 and the 45. So okay, we're gonna say okay, 60. So 60. Highlight here, lock to this plane. So highlight this one so I can go to the center. Okay, here it is. Okay, and then 45. Is it 45? Yes, 45. Enter. Highlight this one so I can go to the same center. Okay, good. So now we're done with this part. So now let me go to the extrusion. Chain. Okay, we can use a chain and face this one here. Right click. So this is 4. Enter. Okay. Then I will go to the other side. So now let's bring back the, okay, or what we can do, we can start with this one here. Oh no, okay, just to extrude, okay, just, okay. Now let's hide the design body, and we'll go bring the other sketches. So I'm gonna clean this one, so go to the last 3 sketches. So this is sketch 1, okay, so the first one here, so let's move them to be in the place here. So okay, so this is number 10. Okay, so now let's do it one by one. Oh my god, okay, here it is. Okay, so let's do the first one. Okay, let me hide the last 2. Okay, so let's get to this one first. So what we're gonna do is just we're gonna go to this one, and I'm gonna highlight this one and look for under mirror scale. You see scale? Click on scale. So we're gonna get, and this is gonna scale the scale. I'm gonna scale it twice. So we're gonna be enlarge it double to be double. So I'm gonna put 2. enter. So this way the size is going to be doubled. So now what we're going to do is just put it in the same center line. So I'm going to click here in the center line. When you see the concentric, click. So now I make the size bigger, okay? So now we're done with this one. I'm going to hide it and then move to the next one. Skip, okay. Okay. So the next one also, what we're going to do, I'm going to highlight it, okay? So let me do this. And it's going to be scaled. So go to mirror, scale, you see scale, and this will be scaled 1.5, means 1.5 times. Again, put it back again in the same center line. So go to highlight this ones. When I see the circle, concentric, I'm going to click. Okay, and the last one it will stay as it is. But now for this one, we have to rotate it 15 degrees counterclockwise direction. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to look from the right view, okay, and then what I'm going to do is, we're going to do the rotation. So I need to rotate it 15 degrees. So to rotate it 15 degrees, what we're going to do is just, we're going to highlight this thing here. Okay, and then the mirror, not mirror, it's going to be this one. Rotate. Okay, and the step, I'm going to say 15. Enter. And then, don't forget, we're going to press the control key and keep pressing the control key. So I'm going to go back to the center here. So I'm going to click at the center point. And then I'm going to create a line to this one here, to the middle here. And then I'm going to go up one step. Now remove your finger from the control key and click. So this way I rotated it 15 degrees. Okay? Without doubling the sketch. So now let's save whatever we have. So we're done with this one. Now the last one, so I'm going to hide this sketch and go to the original, the last sketch. And this last sketch is going to rotate 30 degrees. Either you understand that this position here is going to become in this position, so you don't need to do any rotation because it's 30 degrees anyway. But just to practice with you how to do the rotation, let's do it again. What we're going to do is just, you're going to highlight the sketch. Okay, and then I'll go for this under move rotate. So I'm going to choose rotate. And I'm going to say the step 30 degrees. I'm going to rotate 30 degrees. And then, okay, enter. Then I'm going to press the control key. Highlight here so I can highlight, go to the center here. Click on the center. Go to this, to the center, to horizontal line. And then you're going to move 30 degrees, which will be this location here. Then remove your finger and then you click. It rotated, but it's the same location. So this way, okay. But at least, okay. So now we got all the rotation. So now we need to connect all the shapes. So what I'm going to do is just go home. And I'm going to highlight all the last 3 sketches. Okay. Now I want to connect them. So how are we going to connect them? So now we're going to say loft. Okay, and we're going to know that this point here will be connected to this point, and it will be connected to this point. And disable view. Finish. Now it disappeared because it joined the body. So I'm going to click on the body, and this is what we should get. Okay, so far so good. So this is how you got the the thing. Now we need to build whatever we have here. So now what I'm gonna do is come to this location and draw the two circles so we can connect them. So now I'm gonna highlight sketch circle by center. When I have circle by center, one of them is gonna be 60. Enter. And then I move it to the plane. Click on F3, means that it's going to be in this plane. When I go to the center, the circle, the concentric, I'm going to click. So that means I got the 60. And then let's do the 45. Sorry, 45. Enter. So go back again to the same center to be concentric. Okay, now right click. So now I'm going to do the extrusion. So extrusion, chain. So I'm going to get this chain here and this chain. Right click. I need to have this one 4 millimeter. 4. Enter. Okay. Now I'm going to chain. Let me do this or face. Okay, face. 80. Enter. Very good. Okay, so let's do this. Now let's go to this plane here. So I'm going to go to circle by center, attach to this edge, and then I'm going to look from the front, from front, no, not front. Okay, so this is not right, yes. Okay, right, okay, so wait a minute, just right. The right, okay, here it is. Yeah, okay, now, so I'm in this plane. Let me make it zoom so I can see it better. Okay, now I'm going to circle by center. I'm locked to this plane, so circle by center, and the diameter is 30. Enter. I'm gonna go back to the center here, or highlight this one and go to the same center. Yeah, okay. So now, then, okay, then I'm gonna draw a line just from here, vertical, yeah, it is vertical, okay. Okay, no problem. And then get a rectangle by center. And the dimension of the keyway, it could be just, the key itself should be 8 by 7. So I'm going to say the width is 8. And the height is 7. Enter. So I'm going to go back here to the, okay, no, not the other way around. Okay, the angle square. Okay, so make it 90 degrees. Okay, it seems like it is rotated. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay. So highlight the line, highlight the circle. So go to the X. When you are the X, you click. Very good. Okay, so now let's trim. And get rid of this. Select the line in the middle. Get rid of this line now. I don't need it anymore, so I'm gonna delete it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is extrude, and instead of addition, I'm gonna do cut, face. I don't know if this is face or a chain. Let me do it chain. Okay, and through all. Right click. Yes, in this direction. So now it should go all the way through to the other side. And this will end the session for today. I hope you like it and you learned something. As I mentioned before, We learn how to do a sketch, how to scale it, double it, resize it, rotate it, and all these type of things, and do lofting and so on. You can make that curve. Okay, don't forget that if you have any suggestions or any feedback, I would really appreciate to get your feedback. I would like to thank you for watching the video, and please give me your feedback. And if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and give it a thumb up. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.